What is going on? What is going on? We are live. It's your boy Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, special education teacher, here to take the fear out of fitness. We're about to take off, and class is in session. Guys, I'm not even gonna waste any time. You saw the title in the thumbnails. Diddy's done. We're gonna start there. Diddy's done. When he settled with Cassidy a few months ago, literally 2 days after literally 24 hours after the lawsuit was filed, we all had our suspicions. We ain't even gonna pretend like we didn't know any better, but we had our suspicions as to what exactly was going on, because nobody settles that fast at all. And if they gave in to exactly the demands of the other party, you already know what's going on. And even after he paid the money, he denied doing anything of the sort. And he has denied up until this point all things possible. And I have news for you. He lied. Now, as a kid, growing up back in the day, watching Diddy do his thing, taking New York and blowing it up, putting it back on the map as far as music was concerned, letting everybody know that our swag is the best swag, us New Yorkers. We used to take pride in all of this. But then all of the Tupac and Biggie drama happened, and then subsequently Biggie and Tupac were both murdered, and the only people to stand at the foot of the ash heaps was Dr. Dre, Snoop, Diddy, and Suge Knight for a short period of time. But here's the deal. We idolized him as men in certain ways, in the ways that he carried himself unapologetically, like he's from where he's from. You know, he's from our hood, so to speak. But there are certain things that even within us, we look at and say, okay, he's carrying himself with a little level of class, some dignity. The more money he makes, the more he levels up, and the more he, carries and conducts himself. And I need to say this. I never imagined that there would be a quote-unquote surviving Diddy episode. And right now, it's as real as it comes. It upsets me personally because, like I said, I've danced to his music. I looked at this man and not necessarily wanted to be him literally, but wanted to be in the glow of popularity and shine and glow, and having what I would perceive as the best looking woman on my arm and all this other stuff. All these things were things that I aspired to be when I was growing up as a young teenager out in the mean streets of the South Bronx. But the man lied because he denied everything. And now, after this video drops, he is now apologizing. And I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see for yourself. Give me a minute here. Close that off.
Shopping for a used car.
Let's move that off. Hate when we have these moments.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked.
He already started off wrong. It's tough to reflect on the darkest times of your life. That's not true. You reflect all the time. You reflect because it was so dark. You reflect to remind yourself how dark you got. You reflect to know that this is the place that you don't want to be. And I'm sorry, the way, I'm not even going to play the video because it's disgusting, but the way he went off and hit her, and he was going off and hitting her, you could tell that this was not a one-off. You could tell that this was not something that he just decided to do in the heat of whatever. The man ran out in his towel, y'all. Butt ass naked. Ran out in his towel. Chased this woman down. Proceeded to throw her to the floor and kick her. Not once. Not to make it sound like once is okay, but twice. Once in her butt, groin area, and another time in her stomach. Then proceeded to either drag her by her hair or by the hoodie that she was wearing. Proceeded to pick up a vase and throw it at her. I'm not going to show you the video, but I'm going to describe it to you so you can know how disgusting it is. Now, on this channel, we talk about being mean. Mindset, encouragement, accountability, and nutrition. And right now, we are going to talk about two of these. And it's the mindset and accountability. I don't know if Diddy's mindset has been like this the entire time, or is this something that he developed over the years of developing and building wealth? But this is not the mindset of a man, ladies and gentlemen. This is the mindset of a coward. This is the mindset of a bully. This is the mindset of someone who has no accountability around him. There's nobody to hold him accountable. There's nobody to look him in the eye and tell him he's wrong. As a matter of fact, the people that are capable of doing it, he finances their lifestyle. Mom. He finances their lifestyle. And because he finances her lifestyle, she cannot really hold him accountable. And even then, chances are, based on the rumors, she probably would be the type of person to condone his behavior. The man, I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Is it just me, or does he look mad having to say this? Is it just me, or does he look mad? He doesn't look sorry. He doesn't look fearful. He doesn't look concerned. He looks angry, even as he's reading this. Even as he's saying all of this, he doesn't look like he's contrite. Is it just me? For everybody that's in here, put a 1. As a matter of fact, better yet, for those of y'all who are watching this video, go ahead and put the diddler and put your comment after that on whether or not you believe this man is sorry. Is he truly sorry, or he's really just simply just saying all this just to get some heat off his back because the block is hot?
I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
Nah, I don't believe you. If you were disgusted then when you did it, you would have fessed up when she filed the lawsuit. Not just pay her the money, but publicly come out and say everything that she is accusing me of, or most of the things, because I wouldn't, if for legal issues, I probably wouldn't cop to the sex trafficking and all that other stuff. But as far as the abuse is concerned, I'd fess up to that 100%. If I was truly sorry about putting my hands on her then. And the thing is, putting your hands on her then, was that the last time you put your hands on her? I doubt it. That can't be the first. I know that's not the first. With the level of ease and... No. The ease and comfort in which you did all of that lets me know you've done this before. As a man. We could tell when a man is abusive. In the relationship once we see the act. He's not defending himself. He's not trying to get his woman to stop hitting him. He's not trying to prevent bodily harm to other people. He literally chases this woman down who is literally looking like she is walking for her life in that video. She's trying to get up out of there, and the elevator couldn't come fast enough. Had she been stronger and capable, she would have been able to carry her luggage down the stairs just to know that she got away, or she was on her way to getting away. He would have never thought that she would carry the bags downstairs. It just sickens me. But anyway.
I went and I sought out professional help.
Did you?
I had to go into therapy.
Professional help. Let's break that down. Was it therapy? Was it image consulting? Was it a damage control consultant? Was it a fixer? What was it exactly? Was it the fixer who told you to get into therapy so that way you could turn around and say you got into therapy to get ahead of all of this? Because we don't even know if you got into therapy. When did you get therapy? And then on top of that, your son is jumping out the window for you. No cape, no parachute. Acting as though people in the industry don't know who this man is.
Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace.
Ask God for mercy and grace. Nah, we ain't, nope.
I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
So, personally, I don't believe him. I don't believe him at all. Because there's no contrition. There's no contrition at all whatsoever. He just sounds like he's upset that this is all in his face now. Young men out here, the young men that will watch this channel, the men that will watch this channel, let me tell you something straight up. If you're a man, or if you're trying to be one, you never put your hands on any woman unless you're defending yourself. Period. And even in your defense, it must be measured. Meaning, if you can get away from her without having to hit her, do so. Best of your abilities. If you're stronger than her, make sure you physically put her in a position where she cannot hurt you, but you do not hurt her unless it is your absolute last resort. No other means is of an excuse, or no other means is of acceptability amongst men. Because I'm telling you now, he can't walk amongst dudes and get respect. His respect is gone. Because it's not the fact that he hit her, like, oh, he hit her. Momentary lapse of judgment. This man ran down a hotel hallway out to the elevator lobby, hit this woman in the face, threw her to the floor, kicked her twice, and then drug her back to the room. That is not a momentary lapse in judgment that you can be truly sorry for. That, oh, I snapped for a second and I lost composure, but I got it back. You lost all get out. And you losing your temper like that There's nothing that woman could have said or did that could have caused you to flip out like that. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that you could explain to me on why you snap like that. Young men, control your emotions. Do not emulate even people that you aspire to once be. Do not emulate them. Be in control of your movements. Be in control of your attitude. Be in control of your mindset. And be in control of your emotions, because when you don't, bad things like this happens. He's lucky this video didn't come out 8 years ago. He's lucky this video didn't come out 5 years ago. He's lucky, truthfully, he's lucky this video didn't come out earlier last year. Because if it did, he'd probably be up on charges right now. Because I believe the statute of limitations on any crime is about 7 years. But don't get me lying. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. Moving on. I'm just so disgusted. I really am. I am angry, to say the least. So, but I'm going to lighten the mood. I'm going to move on because I have to. I must. The next topic we're going to talk about today is Ozempic butt. What is Ozempic butt? Well, anybody who's experienced rapid weight loss will know what Ozempic butt actually is. It is basically rapid weight loss in where the body has not quite learned what to do with all of the energy that was removed from the body, because body fat is actually energy, right? So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit this video. Let's see what it says.
First, we had Ozempic face, and now we have Ozempic butt. It's this idea that when people are taking Ozempic, also called semaglutide, and they lose weight, or, by the way, Wegovy, just so you know, Ozempic is actually FDA approved for diabetes, helps with weight loss as well. Wegovy is semaglutide approved for weight loss, but whatever people may be taking, Wegovy or Ozempic, they are losing weight and ending up with Ozempic butt. I did a video on Ozempic face, now we have Ozempic butt. So what is it? It's this idea that you lose weight, you lose enough weight, perhaps you lose weight quickly enough that your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt, whatever you call it. And that can happen, honestly, guys, with any time we, number one, lose weight, lose a certain amount of weight, lose weight at a certain speed, we can get sagging skin. And that's what some people are realizing as they go through their, say, Ozempic or Wegovy or weight loss journey, what have you. So when we talk about Ozempic butt, is it surprising? Well, not really. Is it something that you can fix? Sure. Weight gain will do that, although that's not what we necessarily recommend. But yeah, there are cosmetic procedures, only go to board certified doctors and things like that. There's toning and stuff that you can do. I'll leave that to the plastic surgeons, et cetera, the cosmetic folks. But point being is, if you notice with rapid weight loss or weight loss of a certain amount that you start getting sagging face, Ozempic face, or sagging bottom, it could simply just be a result of the weight loss.
This Memorial Day at Furniture Row, we're prepping for saving
So, here's the deal. This is part of the reason why, as a personal trainer, I do not necessarily recommend rapid weight loss techniques. Because what you're actually losing in most cases is not only your body fat, but your muscle. Here's the cool part about your body. Your body has a genetic code or planning as to how your body will develop over time and how your body's going to break down over time as well. And within that, if you turn around and use a medication, drug, whatever you want to call it, I call it a crutch. But if you want to use any of these things, what's going to end up happening is unexpected, unintended consequences will therefore happen. And a lot of people, especially in this day and age, doesn't necessarily want to lose their derriere, even if their derriere happens to be made of a high concentration of fat, right? But, pun intended, you can actually achieve a new level of fitness if you actually just took the time to work out instead of taking the time to find the easy way out. This is where hard work and dedication will come in, because the development of gluteal muscle over time is actually more beneficial to you than losing the weight as quickly as humanly possible. That is not what you're designed for. If you're losing weight rapidly, that is because you're sick and or dying. All right? And technically, if you're dying, you're sick. So, but the thing is that this is where good training methods, good eating habits, all of these things will then take hold and take shape. And your ability to focus on those things is what it's going to take for you to see better result. For instance, more protein in your diet. If you notice that your weight loss journey is causing you not to eat as often, that in of itself is going to cause you problems, because now your body's going to start wasting away, and not necessarily the body fat will go first. But then here's the worst part. When you rebound, your rebound weight gain is going to be more violent than your weight loss. And this is why a gradual weight loss is far more better than a rapid one. Number one, Ozempic face. We are going to look at that for a minute. But real quick, let me see what's going on here. No. All right. So the deal is that when we go through these things, right? This is where it gets all crazy, because this is how we get to losing serious weight, and it gets very dicey. All right. So now I'm going to share another video with you guys, or another article with you guys. So for instance, this is Jessica Simpson. I don't recognize the guy per se. I think I know who it is, but I'm not exactly sure, right? Well, here we go with clear Ozempic butt, right? Ozempic face, which is where your eyes look sunken in because all the fat in your face is being drained and your eye sockets look gaunt. It almost looks like you're wasting away, right? And in her case, you see the Ozempic butt. Her hips were clearly wider. Now they're narrower. As a matter of fact, her back to hip waist ratio, her hip to waist ratio is actually almost neutral at this point, whereas even when she was larger, she had a little bit more dip in her hip, so to speak. And that is a problem. This person here says, stop saying people should just diet and exercise is like saying the key to addiction is to just stop doing drugs or to stop drinking. There are people who have legit food dependencies. They snack when they're agitated. They snack when they're tired. They snack. So, that would be therapy, right? Am I wrong? But anyway, I digress. I'm going to look something up real quick. Let's see some of these images. Let's see this. Oh yeah, I know who this is now. Scott Disick. That is the ex-husband of one of the Kardashians. So here we go. Gaunt and malnourished. So here's the thing, right? I want you to notice there. This is part of the reason why I keep warning y'all that there are consequences to everything. You don't want to lose weight so rapidly that your face looks like it's about to fall off, but at the same time, you do want to lose some weight where your body allows your face to lose it. And here we go. Jessica Simpson in 2020, and just 3 years later, look, as a matter of fact, when you see her smile, look at the wrinkles. Though that is almost the wrinkles of somebody who is anorexic, honestly. Sharon Osbourne. Look at the thickness in her neck. It's just almost gone. It's not necessarily how she wanted it to turn out. Look at her cheekbones. The fullness in her cheekbones is almost gone. I don't know about John Goodman. John Goodman's face does not. Nah, I don't think John Goodman's face is Ozempic face. That is. That definitely is. And without a shadow of a doubt, that is. All right. His looks more. Actually, looks more afforded. He looks like he made more effort. Maybe he had rapid weight loss, but I don't think it's Ozempic face. Robbie Williams, 25 pounds on Ozempic. That's not a 25-pound weight loss, dude. There's no way. The more pronounced lines on his face, as well as hollowing out of the cheeks, were signs of Ozempic face. That is true. He looks more like an older man now. Whereas John Goodman is 71. I think he looks good. He lost a lot of weight, but I don't think it's Ozempic face. He's 71, for God's sake. So I'm reading this here. It says, top of the list is John Goodman, who the experts had said drastically less facial volume and as a result, more loose skin than he had formed wrinkles. He hasn't been in the news for anything on Ozempic, so I don't know if it's that. I think it's more rapid weight loss, maybe gastric bypass surgery, maybe. But even within the weight loss, you see more lines, more wrinkles, and more deflation in his face as he loses weight compared to when he was heavier and his face was fuller. Well, come on now. If you weigh over 300 pounds, your face is going to be fuller. And if you lose even 100 of those pounds, your face is going to lose a lot of volume in the face. I don't think personally he has it. And 71-year-old John has lost 200 pounds over more than a decade, which he has put down to eating smaller portions, a daily walk with his dogs, and at one point cutting sugar and alcohol from his diet. I believe that. This is part of the reason what I say. Ass will make you fat. Alcohol, sugar, and stress. He has not said he used Ozempic, although pictures emerged of him at an airport in New York City this month apparent particularly gaunt. Okay, so I don't know about recently. But again, this is the part of the problem of not knowing what body type you fit into. John Goodman seems like he's a naturally large man. I would encourage him to work out and maintain his largeness within healthy regions and proportions. Jesse Plemons, the stars attributed his weight loss to intermittent fasting. I believe it because, again, he doesn't look gaunt. He doesn't look like he's starving. He might have lost some weight, but he doesn't look like he's starving. Liam Payne, I don't know who he is, but plastic surgeon said that the chisel features on his face suggest that he had a buccal fat removal or removal of fat pad in his cheeks. Rather than he had Ozempic face. I would agree that he doesn't have Ozempic face. Because if you look right here, his eyes aren't sunken in. Now, if he had any procedures done, maybe, maybe not. We don't know. So, guys, this is part of the reason why, as a personal trainer, I strongly suggest to people that we go through our fitness journeys a little bit better. Even within the confines of my wife's fitness journey, I have strongly suggested to her that she does not seek drugs or a quick and easy solution to her problems, but actually look inward and work on herself to the point where she will develop the skills necessary to lose the weight properly and let her body develop as it should through exercise and proper dieting. Now, is it all just proper dieting and exercise? Obviously, there is a mental component to this. And if you notice that the mental component to this is that food and eating is a coping mechanism for you, that this is when you seek therapy the right way, not claim you're seeking therapy like a particular diddler does when he finds himself caught in the cookie jar. So there's that. But I also wanted to talk on one more thing before I go. And it is my own personal fitness struggles right now, because right now I haven't been hitting the gym as hard as I would like. Part of the reason why is I go to the gym, I train my clients, and it's so late in the day, I don't feel like doing much of anything. And then I get caught up with the camaraderie of the gym, and I find myself not working out as intensely. That's going to change over this summer. I have about a week left of school in teaching, and I have literally in teaching, and then I have another week left of school in education for myself. And once I achieve full clearance on what we're doing for the school year, I will most definitely be able to work out the way I would love to. It's going to suck for a little while because it's going to be hard getting back into that level of intensity, but I got to hold myself accountable too. If I'm not practicing what I'm preaching, then I'm just faking the funk. Now, am I? So I personally want to give you guys some advice on how to overcome these fitness struggles. Even when you are woefully lacking in motivation, when you are woefully lacking in focus, still go to the gym anyway. I would rather you not. Hold on one second. I don't know what's going on here. But I would rather somebody tell me that they got a little something done than absolutely nothing done. I've been focusing on my cardio because I haven't ran in a few years, and for me, that's a little bit I just got to do it and just get myself through it. But my first advice to you is go. Just go. Regardless of whether you did something or not, just go. And when you see that you're finding yourself dragging, just get through what you can get through and push through as far as you can, rather than just simply walking away from it all. Because that's the time when you find yourself regretting the situation. So I just want everybody to understand and know that this is what we all have to deal with. So I am looking at something right now. Hold on one second. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to close that out. All right. So this is why we have to be able to do these things, because it is important for us to maintain our composure and push through these stressful times to get to the other side, because the other side is where you'll find success. Failure is on one side. Failure is on the side you're on already. Success is on the other side. And like I said, I got to hold myself accountable too, because we are not perfect. Personal trainers are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. It's just about daily routines and pushing yourself to the utmost to see how far this thing could go. So I'm going to land this plane, because apparently I'm seeming to have some video issues, and I don't want to keep having these video issues. So first of all, to start at the top, keep your hands to yourselves. If somebody is putting you in a position for you to decide to get angry, move away from the situation. If it is a female, you don't put your hands on her. If it's a male, you don't put your hands on him, unless you are defending yourself, wholeheartedly defending yourself. If you're not defending yourself, do not. Second, find your way to a gym. Put in the work, put in the time, put in the effort. Make yourself the best version of yourself that you could possibly be, instead of relying on a drug to get you there. It can assist, but it shouldn't just be the thing that gets you there, or else suffer the consequences. And last but not least, if you have made it this far, I appreciate your time. Go ahead and put a 5 in the chat. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Have a nice day. Be the best you. And class is stout.